Probably my favorite tour was the OK Player tour. The first OK Player tour, because it was like the Fresh Fest. It was like my Fresh Fest, you know what I'm saying? I spun for Slum, Fat Cat, Bahamadia, Guru, and Big Daddy Kane on that tour. On that tour, coming here was very interesting. I met first of all, we shared the tour bus with Dead Prez. So they brought all the revolutionaries out. So I get to meet Mama Akua, who's the widow of Chairman Fred Hampton Sr. I'm in the car with a friend of mine, Mike Flo, and this guy who works for Rolling Out in Batan. And we're just vibing out in the car, and then they give me the phone, and it's Chairman, and he's like, yeah. I was like, wow. Through being on the road with Slum, I've met some great people that aren't even from the like hip hop world. Like, you know, I had a member of Jean A, I had a member of Mint Condition come up to me like, yo. I had Pharrell come up to me like, yo, he's like, yo, man, I'm a real big fan. I was like, okay, that's what's up. He told me, he's like, nah, you don't understand. He's like, I'm really a big fan. Like, let them know that. And I'm just looking, and he got all these. He got the Gucci links with everything is all iced out a different color. I'm just looking at his chain like, God damn. And I'm thinking like, wow, this guy is living his life like in his moment, and he wants to let me know and reiterate that he is a huge fan of Slum Village. And I was like, that's what's up. I remember meeting Kanye when he had his jaw wired shut. He had T3 in the room. He busting raps for T3, slob coming down his mouth and shit. But he's like, fuck that, you gotta hear this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just watching that energy and the people that they touched, that was great. Like people who not even necessarily, you know, in the same genre or circles that we're in, for them to come up and say, you know, I enjoy your music. And Elzai was telling me he ran into like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and one of the dudes reciting lyrics. I'm like, wow. I remember being at Dilla Day, and Mailman, who's under Dr. Dre, I remember he walked in reciting Fat Cat lyrics, and I'm like, wow, you met Cat? He's like, nah. And I walked him and introduced him, because we always heard stories about Dre fucking with our shit, but it wasn't really confirmed, like for sure. And then we had some confirmation. Like I remember meeting Devin, and Devin was like, yeah, you know, my tour bus was called on the Up in Smoke tour, and I was like, nah, what was it called? He said T3, and I was like he wanted me to know that. I was like, okay. And that kind of stuff is just like, wow. And then my boy Head, who was Eminem and D12's DJ forever, he confirmed a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, whatever they can get their hands on at the time, like Welcome to Detroit and all that stuff, like they was rocking that stuff heavy. So it was nice to know in that moment, you know, while we might have thought or heard stuff, it's nice to know that it was confirmed that a lot of the top tier guys was also feeling, you know, what we was doing and stuff. Because, you know, we had no idea that stuff would be what it is now. Like, it's the song I have with, it's a song I'm on Fat Cat. The Fat Cat did called True Story Part 3. The first one, or the second one, he's got House Shoes like narrating it, and I'm talking on the second one. And just kind of just talking about our journey and stuff, and how, you know, we pretty much survivors. Like, you know, a lot of bad label stuff, switching over, like, you know, you know, I'm supposed to be sitting in the corner somewhere talking about the old days. You know, I'm 43. You know, it's just a blessing to still be, you know, of relevance, man. You know what I mean? Still people still want your music and things like that, and still be able to inspire people. You know what I mean? It's a great thing, and to, you know, look back at the Slum thing and connect with them, and, you know, they respect what I'm doing now, and it's like full circle. You know what I mean?